So this is going to be junk in the trunk. Here's my little trunk I've got. It's very hard to get in the screen, I'm afraid, so it looks massive. But it is only, it's about 13 inches by about 7. Okay, and it is full of packaging, paper, odd bits of stuff that I had left over from a bit card making stuff. You know, just one of my tubs that I just grabbed a handful and I shoved it in. I haven't looked through it or anything. And this is very old, and I actually quite fancy doing it up, to be honest, because it is really beautiful. You know, painting these, taking them off and redoing them up, because I love it. So that might be a project for me one day. Right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it once a fortnight, I think, and then because of other things that I have to do. And I'm just going to take some bits out of the trunk. As you can see, it's full up, all right, bits and pieces. So I'm literally going to sort of like go through it and see what we can make. There's some packaging and all different things, which is quite a lot of these packaging things as well that we can do something with. There's some old cards there. There's all different things here. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. I'm just going to put it upside down. There's all bits of paper that I had left over from card making. Oh, I remember making those. Yeah, oh well. Yeah, there's all sorts in here. Right, oh yeah, it's packaging for something. So we shall take something out of here and do something with it. It's, you know, a bit mixed media. It's right, and there's all these things, because I don't know, I think these come from the scrap store, and I thought they'd be nice actually, covered with something, and then embossed it over it so it looked like a really shiny tile. And they're quite thick and robust, but so I'm hoping that would work with them. But anyway, so I'm going to pick something out of it and I'll be back. Right, so I've sorted out some packaging and I've lightly sanded them over. Okay, not that side, but I've done the backs of them all. I've done both sides of those. I've done both sides of that one, and only the top of that one. So I've lightly sanded them over my nail file. I've picked out just a few bits out the top and some brown paper, because when I gesso these to prep them, I'm going to put a bit of gesso on here. Okay, so that's just going to, you know, and then we can stamp that and we can use it in a bit of collage or something. You know, that's the sort of thing I do. While I do something else, I will work on other bits of paper too. All right, so I'll get on and do these just to prep them. I think there's a recipe on Pinterest to make your own gesso if you haven't got any. I mean, I use it all the time. I buy quite a lot because I do use it on things. Right, so I'm going to do all those, and then I'll just clean my brush off of there. That's what sort of thing I do. It makes some interesting things. There, like that. Leave that to dry. Bye-bye, Tim. Oh, seagulls are quiet today. Must be all cold and held up somewhere. Actually, it's not too bad today. We had a bit of snow at the weekend. Well, Friday, kids had a day off school, which was lovely, but we didn't have any here as such. Up the road, there was plenty, but because of the salt air, it just doesn't. It needs to be a lot of snow for it to settle here. Right. And then I'll quickly dry them. I'll quickly finish these off and then dry them, and then I'll be back. Oh, right, before I carry on, another thing I done is I went on, you know, and printed out loads of the freebies which are available on the website. Okay, and I just printed out loads of bits in case we needed some focal points. Okay, again, it's all free. All right, because I might not have any focal points in that trunk at all, actually, thinking about it. So that's why I printed out all these to mess around with. Okay, and some butterflies and everything. So you can go ahead and download some of those. And I'm going to be working with all the freebies. Right, so you don't have to purchase anything. Right, okay, these are all dry now. Oh, I did stamp just that bit of brown paper, just with the stamp I had near me. I did find these little flowers though in there, stickers. Oh, God knows how long I've had those. I don't know. So I did find them. What else did I find? Oh, just bits of paper, random pieces of paper, some nice words on there that we could use. I think I will add some dictionary paper, which I've got out here, because that's always a good base, you know, you always need that with different things. I might not have any in the trunk, I haven't looked right through it. I've got this that's so fragile. It's by Jane Eyre. It's a really old one, but it's fallen apart, so I thought some of that. Oh, some little bit of little elements there. These could be used too. Elements, and these are all bits of paper. Okay, oh, that's nice. I might use that actually. I really like that. So yeah, and I'm going to get some music paper because that's a good base, isn't it? I'll just get a sheet of that, which I quite fancy using. That is like somewhere on there, like that. Maybe a bit of paper. Oh, a bit of dictionary paper, I think. Yeah. Sort of like that. Have to be inked up though. Make sure there's no words that shouldn't be there. No, we're fine because I've done that before. Oh, I need to use some of that. I was like a bit of that. Oh, it's a bit cold today. Oh, there's a bit of paper. So that could go sort of here somewhere. Right there, and come there, maybe that underneath, so that's sort of all raggedy down the bottom. Yeah, I think that's cool. Right, I'm not going to use matte medium because I'm going to have to dry it all, so I will use a prick stick today, and of course glue for that, because I've got to dry it in between, and I'm not going to do too much on top of these because they've worked out really nicely. They're great. So, right, glue. Oh, glue, prick stick. This is tea, by the way, tea stain. I'll be using tea stain and vintage photo for now, but that could change. These are these ones that come off samples for what do you call it? Wallpaper. Showing you the wallpaper. So they're great because back there, wasn't it? You can use them for gluing. Let's make sure I'm in frame. Yeah, that's fine. Do it that way or the other way. I quite like that, I think. So don't have to worry too much about the Tim Holtz there because I give it a good sand before I gessoed it, that one. Because I like the colour of all this. I didn't want to cover it totally up. That's there. I mean, if you wanted to raise these up, I would just back them onto a bit of card and give them a border, but I want mine quite flat. Yep, put that down first. Right, not putting any water on, so I can use VersaFine, which I love for stamping. I've got vintage sepia, which I might use actually, and I've got onyx black. I think I'll use that one. Not water resistant, so if you're going to add any water to it, then don't use it. But I just like it because it's very well, it's fine. And it gives a fine impression. It gives a really good impression. So what should we do? Should we do a stamp? Or a bit of text? I might just do a bit of text actually. Let's make sure I know which way up it is by stamp. Oh, that's not text. That's just sort of a bit of texture. That. Then I'll use a bit of text. That's about it, I think. Yep. I'll just dry that a little bit. Not on that though, because it will melt. Okay, that's nice and dry. And then I've got one of the Tim Holtz words here because I've still got a few left. Not many though. I have to get some more. I love them. I know I could do them myself and print them out, but do you know what? It saves so much time, so I just pick them off of there. I love it. they are quite expensive. But mind you, I've had those a couple of years now, so I just think they just make that nice accent there to there. I actually want that to come over there a bit. Right, that's about it. I'm going to make that a bit shaggy in a minute, but not yet, because I want to sew around the card. I like sewing around the card. You don't have to, but I'm going to. But I'm going to cover that first with some lime paper or something. I think I'll just stick that in there while I sew. Let's get some lime paper. So I stuck the paper on. So what I'm going to do now, before I stitch it, is I'm just going to ink it up a bit. I'll start off with tea, but I most probably have to go to vintage photo to have it a bit darker, I think. Let's have a look. Just around the edges. And I'm using cream thread. And so you don't have to, but as you know, I love sewing on everything I can get my hands on. Yeah, I definitely need a bit darker. I'll use that one for the dark, I think. See, when you sanded that, it just gives a different thing going on. Yeah, just a bit of packaging. That's all that is. Just dull that down a bit. Oh, my stomach's rumbling. It's dinner time. Okay, right, I'm going to stitch that and then I'll come back. Okay, I've stitched all around there. Oh, it's picking stuff up off the floor. Right. Oops. Oh, fell into my hand. I will go and wash my hands in a minute though and have some lunch. They got really grubby already. Right, okay, and I want to take some threads out of here to mess that up a bit on my bracelet. Right, I feel as though the focal point is not standing out quite enough. So, and it's a little bit skew with, and I need to straighten it up. So I use one of these Stablo pens that's water soluble. Okay, so now what I do is I just want to add a bit of a border, and I will bring it in to level it off. Just see now why I get so dirty, can't you? I certainly do. I just need a little bit of shadow up here for some reason. And under there. Now we're going into mixed media now, aren't we? I can't help that, actually. It's better. Yep, that's good. Okay, and tell me if it hang something over there. We'll put something at the top, be fine. And here's the back. And I will do another one of those, I think. And then I'll show you that one because it'll be similar to this. Placement will be very similar. And then we'll get on with a different size. Because I think I just did a couple of those. So, and then we'll get on with one of those. Got a smaller one there. And we'll do that next, okay? Okay, that's the other one I done. Right, just rearranged a few of the bits, similar. You know, I found a piece of paper, yellowy there, and just went with it, really. No different, just done a different text stamp there. That's all. Basically, it's the same sort of layering technique, really. So yeah, that's those two done anyway. Oh, no, that was the back of that one. Okay. And we'll get on with the others now. Okay, let's carry on. Oh, after lunch I came in here and I found a little bit of jute string on the floor and I made it into a little bow and stuck it there. So I've done the same with that one, but I had to go and search for some of that. I've now put it in my box because I think that's I've just finished those off actually. Yeah. Anyway, let's get on with another one. So the playing card back. I'm not sure whether I do that as well. Oh no, I can cover that with someone else. That's all right. So I don't really want that one there. It's all right if it was numbers, but I don't like the Joker one. But anyway, I'm going to make that one into a tag, I think. So I'll do this one first. I'm thinking as well as trying to talk at the same time. No, it doesn't work with me. Right, so I got some bits of paper here. I thought I'd just collage that. Let's have a look. Just straight edge there. Yeah, that's fine. Right, I'm going to cover near enough the whole thing, so I'm not worried where this goes. Just going to come down a bit to miss that, I think, like that. Right, quite like that edge, so shove that there. Oh, everything is going wonky today. That's better. Right, just in case I want something under there, let's stain that up. Should have done that edge too. Excuse me, I do go very quiet when I concentrate. Okay. No idea what my centre thing is. Oh, I quite like that. I'll leave that there for now. Just ink up the edges a bit. I'm going to use that like that. Right, so we need a centre motive or something, don't we? Oh, I was going to use a stamp, wasn't I? I don't know what I've got. Oh, I just piled a load of stamps in because I've just got to start using them. Oh, I quite like that one. Look. So now, until I find out what's going to be the centre, oh, I've got some bits and bobs cut already. Some of these images that I quite like. I'm going towards what do you call it again? Nature. Yeah, because I haven't done any for ages. Right. I need something smaller. It's too big. Right, I have no idea where I got to then because my phone kept going off, so I had to silence it, if you know what I mean. So anyway, so I think I didn't show you that I just added a bit of paper around here, and because that line is going off that way, I need to, for my eye, I need to straighten that up. Okay, so I found the best thing to do for that sort of situation is maybe put something that is straight down there and even a little bit closer. I'll do that first just so that it looks all but straight. That's better. You see? Yeah, can you see what I mean? Because that's going off there and everything else is fairly sort of straight. So I have to change that. So that's the way I do it. All right, let's have a pop of colour, I think. There, so chose that image there that needs ink in. Well, that is quite crazy, isn't it? Yeah, well, that will be fine. That will be fine. All right, let's glue that one down. Okay, yeah, I'm going to use the postal stamp over there and some text around here. and stitch around it, then a word or something along there, in that bit there, which I think will look quite nice. Right, but gesso first. Right, so I stitched all that. And I'm going to ink around the edges first before I work out what else is needed. It's just a wet wipe, okay, and I just felt as though, oh, a little bit dark there, and if you're quick enough, it's fine if there's gesso on it because it will come off, but if not, you have to be pretty quick. Okay, that's better. Oh, I was going to stamp up there first with that. Do that. There. I've just got the wiggly line to go. Yeah. Maybe add something somewhere in a minute, okay? But as it stands, I'm quite happy with that one. All right, let's get on with another. So I wanted to get 6 done today. Oh, I haven't put anything on the back. Oh, well, I can do that anyway. You know what I do, so I'll just put some line paper on the back. So I won't waste your time watching me do that. All right, this one I'm going to make into a tag, I think. So I'm going to make it the hole now, so I know. Right, that's going to be my base, I think. Just like that. It'll take us most probably, I'm not gonna, a year I reckon to go through that box. So watch this space. But I'm going to make bags and I'm going to make all sorts of pockets and things like that. But I actually fancied starting here because I feel comfortable doing this. So that helps me progress. So I always start off with something that I feel comfortable with. And then I can progress onto other things. To round those corners. Right, while I'm here, I'm going to sand this and gesso it because I'm putting a bit of gesso on the other one. So right, found that. I thought a nice little doily there might look nice, and then I thought that for a pop of colour. And then I always put some beads down. Not beads, but gems or something. Oh, it's definitely a bit slow, this glue today. There we go. Let's put they're not very old, so I'm going to cover up the 10p and everything, so because I like the colour. I'll cover that one up, and then I'll cover that one up with some stamping. Oh, I'm so pleased to be using some stamps. I've had them for so long. They just sit there looking at me. Put that there actually. Yeah. And then I'm going to have, oh, I might just have that coming off the edge. There, that number there. I know one day I'm going to lose that, and I haven't got another. I've got one that side, and then I've got one a little bit bigger, but I actually can't find that because I use them all the time. I know one day I'm going to lose it, and I'm going to miss it so much because I do use it all on my envelopes as well. Right, we need something in the middle, don't we, in here? Let's have a look, see what we got. Here we go. Let's make a hole in that top. I bet I've lost me little... Oh, I've got one. Oh, no, I've got two. That's okay. I punched these out earlier, but it's only because they're not for support, these ones. They're because it's quite a thick card anyway. These are just paper. So let's punch that again. Right, got you. Magic blue. It's not blue though. Perhaps it goes white after a while. I don't know why I'm doing that because I'm covering the back, aren't I? But never mind, I have got one more. I can just punch some more. Right. Okay, got ink a bit more there. Leave that dry though. Okay, number 4. I'll recap on what I've done. And there's those two there. And then these two. Yeah, I like that. I do like that shape, but it's it's still good to try other shapes. So it's quite important. Let's get rid of that. Okay, right, 2 more to go. 1, 2. Done the playing card, so we're going to do 6. That's 4, so we shall leave that one for another day. I'll put that in my bit box. Right, I'm going to get these 2 done, and that's the project over for today. Oh, I found those as well, so I use those. So I'm going to get all the backgrounds done, collaged, and then work out what I'm going to put on the top after. I'm gonna, because this is black and it's a postcard, I am going to literally cover everything. And I know this bit of paper come off my sister. She gave it me. I just loved the texture of it, so Well, I hope you've all been keeping well and busy crafting. I certainly love it, that's for sure. I don't need to trim that one down. Try and do these ones together. Right, so I'm going to, I think, rip this up a little bit before I stick it down. I quite fancy the way that's going. Right, I'm going to use some matte medium on this before I do anything. Might as well do it on that one as well. Right, I dried that off and worked out what I was going to do because I haven't got much time left. I've got to go and cook tea. So, yep, I've got it. Because I found some cardboard that was in there. I've just put a bit of gesso on it. Okay, I had some of that spotty paper because we've got green going on here. And I had that stamped out, that little bunny rabbit, and I just put it on top of a bit of a jute. And I gessoed one of those that's been hanging around in a box. And the other one I haven't put it together yet, but sort of similar really. So I'll get sticking that down. And then we'll have a recap on what we've done. What's that first? Hopefully I've got it all in frame. And cut the edges of that. That was washi tape, Tim Holtz washi tape. I forgot I had that. So he's got all his words on. So I just stick it onto a piece of coffee stain paper or thin card, and then I cut them out. I actually forgot. Done that ages ago. My hands are really dirty now. Never mind. Right. Yeah, he's ended up quite grungy. Yeah, I could do something else on there, but I'm not sure what yet. So, but I'm going to leave that as is till I've thought about it. I might find something else to go there. Okay, right, just ink up the edges of that one. And yeah, definitely need something here. Yeah, I have to think about that one. See if I can, you know, if I see it another day, you know, I might change it. But because it's just, like I said, it's something, you know, maybe a leaf or something. Because it's quite autumny, so quite grungy, naturey, you know. Those two definitely, they're all a bit naturey, really. I do tend to go towards that. Here we go. And that's the other two I've done. Let's put you like that. Okay. So if you can see them all, we can come down a bit. And say you can reproduce them if you want. The freebies are on the website. Okay. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this session. And I'll be back in a fortnight with some more. I'll do some bags, I think, next time. Make some paper bags and do them up. So I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.